There is a scientifically proven best way to take corners, and it doesn't require having a 7'5" Peter Crouch in the box. No, there are a few simple tactics any team can use to dominate corners and gain an extra advantage over their opponents. And in this video, I'm gonna explain exactly how. In the just completed 2022-23 Premier League season, 151 total goals were scored from corners, making this the joint most in a single season since 2007-8. I'm gonna give you a secret, said Manchester City manager Pep Guardiola. Set pieces is about the taker. When you have a good taker, you have a chance. Sure, Pep, I agree. The quality of corners as well as the players delivering them has improved and are a big reason teams score more corners. But there is an even bigger reason for this explosion. 8 clubs scored double-digit goals from corners last season, with Tottenham and Arsenal each leading the way with 13 goals each. Meanwhile, Liverpool have dominated at corners since 2018, having scored the most Premier League goals from corners with 63, as well as the third highest rate for goals per 100 corners taken. But what's the best way to take a corner? Teams are now dedicating serious time on the training ground and investing in set-piece specialists to improve their fortunes through corner kick routines. This has resulted in innovative practices and rules we've never seen before, which bring about better execution. Whether an in-swinger, out-swinger, straight or short corner kick, there are different approaches to dead ball deliveries, all depending on the characteristics of the players as well as their opponent's weaknesses. The two most popular defensive strategies for corners are known as man marking and zonal marking, with the former requiring each defensive player to mark an attacking player and stop them from heading the ball, while zonal marking involves the best headers of the ball defending an area of the box, mostly the 6-yard line, in order to get to the ball first and head it away from the danger, as their teammates man mark on-rushing opponents. As such, the player who heads the ball to the back of the net is not necessarily the most important, given every single one of them has a role to play, from making a run to block or acting as a decoy. But what do the numbers say? Football Analytics OG StatsBomb looked into the success of the different corner techniques across the top 5 European leagues, and what they found was enough to get me sitting up straight. They found that in-swinging corners are less likely to reach a teammate compared to out-swinging corners. However, in-swingers are more dangerous than out-swingers because shots taken from in-swingers always happen close to the goal, making the goal probability 10.8% compared to just 6.5% for outswingers. Given the high likelihood of a failed corner kick, inaccurate routines can lead to counterattacks and frustration, with the team going from a goal scoring opportunity to having to pick the ball out of their own net. This is why in-swinging corners are preferred by most managers, because it gets the team's best headers as close as possible to the goal while simultaneously reducing the risk of getting hit on the break. Although an outswinger is flying away from goal and could land anywhere, a dangerous in-swinger could keep the whole defending team on their toes by aiming for an area that causes the goalkeeper to hesitate whether to try and catch the ball or stay on his line. But this still isn't the secret sauce that can boost your team's efficiency from the flag. Nope, instead of worrying about which direction the ball should swing, maybe the ball shouldn't swing at all, at least not right from the kick. Pre-modern football saw short corners become an understated facet of the game, despite the proper routine being able to create an overload before delivering the ball into the box. From short passes worked to the far post to late runs into the area, there are several opportunities that can be created from well choreographed moves. It's all about the element of surprise, said Newcastle manager Eddie Howe about the success of a short corner. You can't do the same routines necessarily continuously, so you have to chop and change them and keep it fresh. The attacking team can potentially create an overload in a wide area should they take a short corner and attempt to draw the opposition out before delivering a killer pass from a better angle. Hence, crowding the box often creates chaos and distraction around the goalkeeper by blocking his view to make things difficult and confusing. A successful corner is generally determined by the quality of the runs made by the attacking side, as well as the quality of the final ball. It is said that an average set-piece taker will win his team around 0.9 points, while an elite set-piece taker will win 1.9 points. Considering the small margins involved in determining huge results, being excellent at set set pieces is more valuable to bottom table teams, whose marginal gains will contribute to a higher percentage of their total points compared to the top 6 sides. Nevertheless, a short corner would allow a possession-based side to retain their principles without having to lump across where they may not even have enough physically imposing players to contest the ball. When a team consistently goes short on their corners, their opponents can react by neutralizing the short passing option. But improvising could involve a third player exploiting a new crossing or shooting angle to deliver the ball into a now disorganized box. Whereas short corners are great at overloading the opponents and squeezing them into submission, they're also crucially utilized to kill off the game and run down the clock when seeing out a favorable result. Considering all the statistics around corner kicks, evidence suggests it's important to devise an attacking and defensive strategy based on the characteristics of the players and the opposition. Although set piece coaches do help, the delivery of the ball is the most key aspect of this fast developing part of our game.
Have to say bye bye yo, bye bye yo.